Good evening, lovely people. Doreen, congrats on getting that first seed planted. Welcome in. How are you doing today? It is Friday. It is Friday evening. It is time for us to go back into our After Dark streams and play the games that might be a bit too rough for my normally very wholesome place. Yeah. So we're playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Yep, welcome in. How are you doing? The weekend has started. Congratulations, people. You made it through another week. Me? Wholesome? When? Since when? Since ever I can be. I'm not always, but I can be. It's quite wholesome here when we go work, for example. And when we play Stardew. Not necessarily never noticed. Wow. Okay. Well then. That's yeah. Your almost year-long subscribers are yeah. Stardew time is the freakiest time of all here. That really depends on who's in chat. That really depends on who is in chat. If Pissy and 16 and K are here, yup. If you are here, sometimes. When it's others, it's just you're never freaky. I'm not saying freaky, just not necessarily wholesome. Oh, this music. I don't know, but the music in this game is so damn good. It is so damn good. And the art style is amazing. And so far I've loved it. So let's just go and dive back in and see what it was about. Because it's been a while since we played this. I think it was... No, I think... Was April the last time? No. I think I did an After Dark stream somewhere in May. But it's been at least a month. Maybe a month and a half since I played this. Since we actually had After Dark streams. So we're going back into it. I do have to click out of it for a second. Because I need to get our trigger warning up. Give me a sec. Sorry for no music. Because the game does not do that for some reason. I hope that's still the one I have here. Let me quickly read it. Yes. 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 Okay. Has Shadow been a good boy today? Yeah, but he's sleeping. And I'd rather leave him like that. But once he's up, I'll let you know, okay? Because I know what you want to do. And I appreciate it, but let's let him sleep for a while. Good lord, I can't talk today. This next message I'm gonna pin. It is quite a long one. If you've never seen this game, please read it. It's not necessarily always happening. Not necessarily everything happens, but just be aware of it. Anyways, there we go. Please take care of your boundaries. I'm taking you with me. Here we go. Okay, the colors of this game. I just hate that you guys can't really see what's happening up here. But it is what it is. We're popular, yay! Everyone wants to be our friends. Kudos are doubled for 3 months. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, let me quickly. Can we have a little look at? Oh, right. So we're trying to like be very, very friendly with Kel. Kel is absolutely one of our favorites. Although Dice is starting to grow on us. And apparently we still have 7 characters to meet. You'll be in and out today. That's all good, Yip. I hope you are having a good time. We are 12 at this moment, and if I'm remembering correctly, we're gonna move towards 18, I thought. So we still have a couple of years to go through. We started at year 10, I think. Yeah, so we played through 10 and 11, so this is 12. We are almost at the end of it. So we'll see if we can like play through a whole extra year. Yeah. Just call the gym to inform when you can come by to make a workout plan. Now that you're done with school for at least 9 months, you want to spend your time working on yourself. Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. I wish I would feel comfortable enough. Hey, look at you. Hello, Jax. Welcome in. We do English in here, by the way, just so you know. I hope you're okay with that. How's the rest of your work week, by the way? Just to show you guys know, Jax and I know each other IRL. He is a co-worker of mine. Is this what they call a cozy? No. Okay, so you're catching me on an after dark stream. Friday evenings are after dark. True, yep, true, you do. But you met me on here. Jax and I met outside of here. We only realized last Tuesday that we're post-streamers. But no, this is definitely not a cozy game. There's a content warning for a reason. So yeah, Friday evenings are our only moment where we're not necessarily cozy. Where we do more things that are heavier on our mind, but still story driven and stuff like that. Technically, you met me in Discord. I think we met each other at Sumi's stream, didn't we? In Sumi's chat, not necessarily Discord. I'm trying to get familiar with this thing again because I haven't played this in a while. We haven't done the After Dark in a while. What did this... Oh, right. That would become one of the colors. Okay, fair. Let's just dive in, shall we? Exocolonist? That's... new? Okay. Then talk some in Discord, which got you to... That's true. That is true. Don't, Tangsaz. As soon as you open your mouth to speak, she holds up one scolding finger. I'm about to make a breakthrough. Do not interrupt me unless it's serious. You feel baited into a game that looks cozy but is secretly darker? Yeah. Yeah, that's that's kind of how I like my After Dark streams. No, this game has amazing music, amazing artwork, and so far I love the story. I love the choices matters part, the whole character building that we have here, and I'm really curious of what's gonna happen with all of it. But yeah, if you really want cozy, then come to Cozy Stardew Sunday. I'll start at 2 p.m. By the way, how was the end of year celebration? Because that was it today? I think it was today, right? Or was it on the 3rd? No, I think it was today. I'm about to make a breakthrough. Do not interrupt me unless it is serious. Want to study together. That's actually a good idea. Finish some school things and I want to have some time for... Yeah. Makes sense. Just a little while longer. Celebration was last week. Huh? Hey, Mrs. B. Welcome in. Thank you for the lyric. I appreciate that. How did I miss that? Okay, I think I misunderstood some emails then. All good. You weren't there. That makes sense. That's fair enough. Camp is finished. Oh, check. Check. That might have been it then. I don't know. All good though. It kind of sucks that I wasn't there yesterday. Because I had some information to do there. I think we are gonna study. Yeah, why not? You and Tangent sync your holopalms and play a game together where you race to assemble chemical compounds using a simple programming language. Tangent is a whiz at it and breezes through the levels, barely breaking a sweat. You can tell that she's hiding a smile when she looks over your shoulder to help you with a particularly tricky algorithm. Thank you for your help, Tang. Thank you. We made friends. Cool. Tibby is sitting quietly in the lounge, seemingly not doing anything at all. As you approach, she looks up and dabs her eyes, sniffling a little. Oh, sorry, don't mind me, she says, putting on a brave smile. Sometimes I just, think about how much I miss my dad. Oh, right. Her dad was one of the patrol people that got killed last stream. Right. I remember now. Like it says in the trigger warnings, major character death. Not everyone in the colony is happy, Dice mutters, his arms wrapped around himself. Everyone acts like it's because they don't want to sound ungrateful, but let's face it, it sucks here. You know what, Dice? You're kinda correct. In some parts. My dear Kel, what are you doing here? I remember a super traumatic event that happened to... Yeah. Yep. You know how long it's been since we played this. I just had to realize that was last time. Kel's lighting in scrub grass at the edge of the garden, staring up at the sky. He blinks at you as your shadow passes over him. Hey, Eleonora, he says, smiling around a stalk of grass between his teeth. Ever just take some time and appreciate this place? We got sky and clouds and rain and wind. After growing up on the Strato, it all seems pretty magical. Fair enough. I know, can't blame you, but I can still biss your balls. Well, thank you, mister. It is still raining, Mars complains. I hate it here. Cool. Too bad for you. Ooh. A ripe blue bobber fruit. It's so funny that when I'm reading, I go into teacher voice. Am I? Also, how do you know what my teacher voice is? That's interesting. Doreen, do we know each other? IRL? I'm always so happy when you're in chat. I am. I really am. Your mom seems unbothered by the torrential rain. She tips her face to the sky and smiles. The rain means the hardest work is done for the year, she says. The greenhouses are a lot easier to manage than the outdoor fields, and we don't need to worry about planting until quiet. Even though it just sounds like how a teacher would read a book to a classroom. Okay, that does make sense. Fair enough. You're being sarcastic, but thanks for the compliment. I know you were. I know you were. But I can turn that around on you. You spot your dad lying on the ground in the soft grass, looking up at the sky. He zooms his hands across his field of vision like a spaceship, then looks over with a dreamy smile. Hey kiddo, he says. Sometimes I can't believe we're back on solid ground. After 20 years in space, it still doesn't feel real. Let's help him with the animals. Welcome in, Bloka. How you doing? That it's working with the float cows. Thank you. I appreciate that. One of them is sick and isn't producing enough urine as ballast, and it keeps wanting to float away. Poor float cow. Dad is building a spike so that he can tie her down until she feels better. I love that. How do you come up with this stuff? How? You doing alright? How am I? I'm okay. Happy it's weekend. Happy it's weekend. This is precious. I love it. Oh, look at that. They're so pretty. You hold onto the leash, feeling like a little kid with a balloon. A big, woolly, gassy balloon. It looks down at you with placid, unblinking eyes. You can see yourself refracted in them. Weird. Neat. And we got some strength. Thank you, Dad. Oh right, she's here now. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Chief Surveyor Utopia stops you with a hand on your forehead. Whoa there, scamp. They'd kill me if I let you out of the colony. Sorry, kiddo. You'll have to wait till you're old enough. I know it's hard. Ooh. Are we gonna sneak out again? No, we're good for now. This is your first totally off weekend in like 2 years. It feels... Oh, yeah, of course. So what are you gonna do to celebrate that that's actually the case? Like, I know it's not necessarily a celebratory thingy right now for you, the way it feels. I understand that, but what are you gonna do to celebrate the freedom that you got there? Anemone scowls as she watches the rain come down. I'm gonna do it, she mutters. I don't care if my hair looks like a puffball afterwards. If that's what's gonna happen, that's what's gonna happen. Ooh, are we gonna train? Sure, why not? Not sure yet. Your mom asked for a map she needs, so might do some work. Yep. Your first weekend off in 2 years. And you're gonna do some work? Your mom can wait. Till Monday or something. What the hell, mister? What the hell? On your way to the sports ball pitch, Anemone shares the story about the time her brother Com once spiked the ball so hard that he broke Utopia's nose. Back when she used to play sports ball too. She describes it in gory detail, of course she does. But that's not a good card. Damn. It's for your mom, you can hardly ask your boss to do it in his time. You don't have to ask. But don't go easy on me, she exclaims. That's why we have med beds, right? Plus, I might get a cool scar. She thumbs a blue scaled scar on her jaw, right under her ear. Oh yeah, I love that she has the scaly things to it. Okay. Now, we went big on toughness and perception. Wait, red cars get +1 physical. Oh. We are high in biology. It was also... maybe... Standing under people. Persuasion is... Charisma to command people and speak in public. Crusade for novel ideas. For both social and dangerous situations. We need some bravery. I think we need to get in... Is that here? No. No, that was not here. Hey, Brum Brum. Welcome in. How are you doing? I think it was here. No. That's organizing and perception. Where the hell are we gonna get bravery done? Where was that? It does give us... It gives her perception. And organizing. Neatness and management. Maybe we should do some engineering. None of this makes sense in my brain. What am I missing? Biology reasoning, engineering reasoning, creativity and persuasion. Okay. Fine. Just getting this clear again. Ah, bravery is here. Defense training, combat and animals. Ooh, animals is close to being a... Starting next week, you're going to start up something you've not had time for over the last year. You used to go to a museum or a city every weekend with a colleague of your previous job. You're going to pick that up again. That's really nice. That's cool. You're doing good. Your body finally feels like itself again after your gallbladder removal. And you have a whole weekend ahead of you where you don't need to leave the house. That's so good. I'm happy for you, Brum Brum. Happy for you. Let's do this one. You always miss my or Sumi stream though, which is kind of sad. Yeah. If you're smart, you're gonna alternate it. So one weekend you do the Saturday and the other weekend you do the Sunday. So you can every weekend at least be at one of us. Just an idea. Just an idea. Not always the easiest to plan it like that, but we'll plan weekends when it feels best. Yeah, fair. Fits best. I understand. Let's do this one. Red organizes a physical fitness challenge complete with nano-printed patches you can put on your jacket for getting gold, silver, or red rank. He tests your run speed, grip strength, and the number of sit-ups, push-ups, and pull-ups you can do. You do okay. Solidly middle of the road. Red isn't enthused by your performance, but he's not disappointed either. Okay, let's go. Okay, yes. This one is +1, that one is +1. Okay, so we're gonna do this. That. Oh. And that one. Super cool. Let's go. I'm not gonna care about... Oh, you actually became... So what happens if I do these two like that? That's better. That makes it 35. Let's go. Yeah, a bit of stress is okay. We can deal with that. Done. For combat, 2 extra animals and 2 kiddos. Cool. Early wet, mid wet. Let's go. We're still not there. We need to be over, I guess. Yeah. Me proposing a funny thought that I am treating you like I am... Me and Sumi are divorced parents and you're the kid. I get him one weekend and I get him the next. That is kind of what I did there. Thank you for calling that out. You and Animo are playing in the garrison yard with sticks, chasing each other around and pretending to be sword fighting. The adults training nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies, but sometimes you stray too close. Watch out, Annie, one of the security personnel calls out. As Animo bumps into her, you kids stay behind the fences, okay? Stress in a game? This game hits like a truck indeed. Yeah. Like, I mean, physical and mental exhaustion, like at some point you need to rest, and they put that into this game, and I think that's a really smart move. Anemone, she retorts, as you both retreat to a safe distance. Anemone throws her stick to the ground and pouts. Just because everyone else shortens their name doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being Anemone. But having a nickname is kind of cool. And mysterious, like having a call sign, you know? What would you call me, Eleonora? Anemone. Nem? I like Nem. Nem tilts her head. Huh. Never heard that one before. She mimes swinging a sword a few times. Nem. Nem. I like it. Short and punchy, just like me. It's kind of like I'm a adventurer from a story. Exactly. Nem picks up her discarded stick. Now, she says, brandishing it at you. Prepare to be defeated by the mighty Nem. You spend the next hour sparring with Nem in the yard. Yay, we gave Nem a nickname. That's cute. I'm not really in the mood to talk to everyone again. Do you have anything new to say? No, you don't. Although, wait, can we give him a gift too? We can. He likes casino eggs, right? Wait, we can look this up. Yes, he likes red casino eggs. What did Anemone like? Also right like that. Don't know what Tangent's likes, or he. Okay. Oh, no. Damn it. Is that an alien egg? Cal exclaims. Whoa, I wonder what's inside it. If it's still warm, maybe we can hatch it. He lifts it up and scrutinizes it. Anemone's always talking about wanting to eat a big old alien egg, he says. If this one's not fertilized, I'll give it to her. He's a sweetheart. Absolute cutie. 42. Ooh, we're more in friendship with. That's interesting. Why do I have a feeling that he might actually like... Oh, maybe this one? A boba fruit? Or a mushroom log? Thank you, Dai says, clearly unsure about how to react. I'll find something to do with it. Okay, that was not what we were looking for, sadly. Sadly, are we still good with you though? 17. Okay, maybe this time we are going out. Yeah. Bravery, perception, friendship with dice. 7 events remaining, 2 collectibles remaining. Events respawn in quiet. Okay, so we got some events still to do. Okay. Yeah, I know this is the outskirts. Oh! You sneak up to the expedition's office at the colony gates. Nobody has seen you yet. The lively hustle through the gates kind of makes you miss your friends inside. If you want to go home, you could sneak back through the dream pad now. No, keep exploring. We're gonna go keep exploring. It's the other way then. Yeah. You have to follow the path. We know. Sure. The area is muddy from all the recent rain. Like real muddy. If you walk further, you're likely to get swallowed by a gruesome puddle of murk. Muck. Not murk. Perception challenge? We have quite high perception. Let's try. It's an easy perception challenge. Okay, let's go. 3. Next route. Yep. We already have a win. Good enough. It's your perception. Nice. You hop from dry spot to dry spot. Miraculously, you don't fall in. And we got a new cart. Up to your armpits in mud. But we're not. Ooh, are we gonna do this one? With the animal? Yes. That's so pretty. Oh my god. They are so cute. Your way is blocked by a strange, small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop-eye. You've heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. When you try to walk past it, it nips painfully at your heels. But when you back off, it just stops and stares at you. Animals challenge? We are... yeah. Yes. Last challenge. 1, 3, 4. Okay. If it has the highest value, it does. 1, 2. That means we made the goal, so yes. 1, 2, 4. Then it becomes a 5. Yeah, why not? All good. Doesn't really matter. Done! Wait, did we just get 4? Yes, we did. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Ooh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, but eventually lets you by. Oh. Well, thank you. Ooh, we should go home soon. Yes. We can do one more. Ooh. Maybe we want to do that one, but also there should be items. Where is the other item? Ooh, there's an egg. The question is, can we get there without... No, we can't get to the egg without this one. Man. Then we're gonna do this one. Ooh, our roofer is not that high. We're strolling along the path when suddenly everything goes quiet. The wilderness is never quiet. There's always insect noises, the chirping of reptiles. Even the wind in the trees has gone entirely silent. There's something unnatural about this place. Bravely continue on. Let's see. They are supposed to be easy, so why not? And we can put these in, sure, if we want to. 1, 2. Yes. 0, 2, 4. And that one. Oh, we're so close. We're gonna make this happen. 1, 4, 3, 5, 5. Super goal. Let's go. 2 bravery, 2 kudos. Oh no, 1. I don't think so. You walk through the quiet area. Then the noise starts up again. The mystery will have to remain unsolved. Spooky. You're too worn out and try to continue. You have to go home. I know. No, are you bringing me home instant? Oh. But I went for this one because I wanted the item. At least we got friendship with dice. And perception and bravery. Okay. Okay. Fine. Mid-wet to late-wet. Late-wet period. We are gonna... Ooh, are we gonna rest up at the... Relax on the walls? Yeah, that gives us friends with dice. I would like that. And we can forget a memory if we want to. You use the uninterrupted time up on the walls to catch up on some schoolwork. Attending class isn't mandatory after a certain age, but if you want to be able to get into one of the more specialized career paths, you're expected to at least do some independent study, even if you're not attending class. Exactly. We took the month off. We did. Oh, do you want to forget? No, I don't want to forget either of these. Yes, we're keeping them. And we're gonna go into the glow. Here we go again. Glow season. You approach Nam just as she's about to bite into a sandwich the size of her head. Mom says I'm about to hit a growth spurt, she says, chewing with her mouth open. She says I got a hollow leg. Cute. Your mom gives you a stern look. Be careful, she warns you. Now that we know for a fact it isn't safe out there during glow, I won't have you venturing close to the walls. Stay where I can see you, close to the ship. Yes, Mom. I hear you. Dice pokes a glowing bubble butt with his toe. The seed head snaps free and drifts up into the dark of glow, slowly breaking up into little luminescent specks. Make a wish, he says. Oh, I love that. Maybe he likes the stone. Redraw it, crystal cluster. Maybe he likes this. No, he doesn't. Wait, does it actually lose me friendship with him? It might actually. Too bad. Anything else here? No. I think it is time to do a lesson. I know it's just one. I think that's a good idea. Creativity, persuasion. Maybe. Engineering is also low. What is lower? Persuasion is 9, engineering is 11. Organizing is 11. Life sciences give me biology and reasoning. Give me more biology. Yeah. So, no, fine, this time. You're running late for humanities class. When you arrive, everyone is gathered in the beanbags around the room's big hollow projector. Ship's computer group congruence is displayed on it. She's giving today's lesson. reading an old book of earth poetry. You sit down next to Tang and nudge her in motion. What's up with this? Tang frowns at you. Where have you been? She whispers. Ever since Professor Hell died, Congruence has been teaching this class. Then she frowns at everything, in general. They said everyone else who might be qualified is too busy. And no, they didn't ask me. I miss Professor Hell. You try to keep your voice down, but Congruence literally has ears everywhere. I miss Professor Hall as well, she says, her monitor swinging over to you. He was a very special human. Wait, you ask out loud. Congruence can like people? Of course I can like people, she replies. There's humor in her, not a voice. I carried you inside of me for 20 years after all. How could I not get attached? Fair enough. Random card locked in one slot. Cool. Super goal, let's go. Ooh, lots of creativity. I would like to get that back for persuasion. I would like my persuasion to go up more than the creativity. But it is what it is. 2 data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert, all glow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Little warning, it might get dark here, as in story-wise. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different, they say. And new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You and the other colonists drill evacuation plans. You're in class when the sirens start to ring. The other kids fall to an alert hush. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe here, but it wasn't so safe here last year for Professor Hell. What if another creature gets in? Congruence, the new teacher, is just a face on a computer screen. She can't protect anyone. Congruence flickers cheerfully. Please stay calm, children, she says. The defense squad is already en route to the creatures. This should all be over soon. You've been told this before. As the sirens continue, you're faced with a choice. Stay put or leave. We're gonna stay put this time. You, Tang, Martz, and the other kids try to stay calm. Congruence directs you under the big tables together, then assigns you a chapter on Earth history, as if nothing was happening. It's impossible to think with the siren going off. You read and reread the same paragraph over and over, trying not to think about some monster bursting through the door, or window, or wall. We're gonna take it seriously. There's nothing you can do. So you try to apply yourself to reading the chapter you've been assigned. You struggle with it, your mind racing. You notice Tension's trying to do the same. She gives you a faint smile over the holoscreen. What's this? Oh, this is stress. That makes sense. 5 loyalty. Friendship with Tension. Yeah, like, we are not rebelling. We're just being a good person this time. For as long as it makes sense to do so. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You and the other children file out of engineering, and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know that you're safe. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps into a seat at your small table. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters. But your dad pats your hair and shushes her. I'm sure it was just bad luck, Flulabelle, he says. But your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in her front of her mouth, staring out the porthole window at the fields. I think we have issues with food next year. Plus a heart, plus 2 hearts. Minus half a heart from hearts. And plus 9 bravery, plus... Ooh. Oh, we did a lot on perception. Damn. Nice. But to find things and to sneak past things, yeah. Okay. Cool. Plus 31. No rebellion. 1 food. Cool. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, we're gonna go to 19, I guess. Lots of cars that we got. Cool. Yeah, let's continue. The brain requires a nearly continuous supply of glucose, Tang says. Glucose is commonly found in foods we register as sweet, which is why humanity has evolved to crave foods that are high in sugar. Tang looks up from her holopad with a thoughtful look. I have very little desire for sweetness, she muses. Does that mean my brain is more efficient than that of other people? Other humans? Need reasoning 40 or higher. Problem solving, general knowledge. Yeah, I want more of that actually. Hey Nam. Nam is sitting in the sports ball dugout, her feet propped up on the bench. Hey Eleanor, what's up? Nothing major. Dice wants to talk. Let's go. You slip through the colony gates, feeling the breeze from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around for Dice, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe you went to class today? Probably not. Dice's secret. Ooh. As you're about to return to the colony, you hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores and find Dice curled up in the cabin. Oh no. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away, he mutters. Are you okay, Dice? I'm fine, Dice sniffles. Just leave me alone. Ooh. This is a great hiding place coming in. He might get annoyed with that. But also he might actually like that. Ah! That one. You pull back the tarp and slide into the cabin of the vehicle. Dice continues to cry, but softer now, as if he's trying to stop but can't quite manage it. His lower lip trembles. You're lucky you have family who cares about you, he sniffles. My mom is gone and my sister thinks I'm stupid. Oh, Dice. Oh, sweetie. Dice is quiet for a long time, almost long enough that you begin to consider actually leaving him alone. Just before you do, though, he speaks. I'm never gonna go back to class, he says. I hate being around other people, and I hate doing schoolwork, and I double hate it when the teacher asks me questions. I'm not Tang. I don't know stuff like she does. That makes sense. Dice kicks at the console of the vehicle a few times. Bang, bang, bang. Then bursts out into tears again, pulling at his hair. I'm just dumb, okay? People ask me questions and I freeze up and I say something stupid and then everyone laughs at me, even Tang. Tang laughs the hardest, Dice sobs. She's embarrassed by me. I know she is. Today she just told me people would like me more if I stopped being so sensitive and immature. No, we need folks who use their hearts too. Damn it! That was not cool. Why? Okay, so empathy is not getting me anywhere with Dice. That sucks. That's not what I meant. Dice turns away from you. See? Even you think I don't use my brain. He sniffles. Everyone always thinks Tang is better than me. I don't think so. Dice wraps his arms around his legs and hides his face in his knees. I hate her, he mutters. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. Not what I wanted to do. Where are we now? Damn it, we lost half a heart. That sucks. Hey Cal. Cal looks up from his planting. What's up, Eleonora? He asks. Wanna help? I got a lot of seeds to get in the ground. Maybe later, Cal. Maybe later. Dad? You catch your dad taking a break in the shade of the geoponics dome. Oh hey, he says, waving lazily. Taking breaks is important. Don't forget to take care of yourself, okay? Thanks, Dad. You learned at a young age not to sneak up on your mom. She's jumpy and gets kind of mean if someone surprises her. That's just how she's always been, and you never questioned it. You always make sure to walk a little more heavy when she hasn't noticed you yet. Ooh. You dig up a bunch of medicinal roots? Ooh. Mars does a little twirl, showing off her shimmering dress. You wouldn't believe how many kudos I needed to use to nanoprint this dress, she says loftily. I won't even bother telling you. It would only make you jealous. Yeah, cool. I don't really care. Visit the supply depot. Ooh, right. I forgot about this. +5 biology bonus to traits. Ooh, +5 to... Persuasion. Okay, so... Yes, we're gonna get that one. Or we're gonna get the cake. Cake's just extra. No, I like this one. Bye. Okay. No, we can't do that anyways. Okay. Tammy? Tammy presents you with a carefully folded pair of your socks. I hope you don't mind, Eleonora, she says. I was in the laundry room and I noticed that your socks were starting to get some holes. We're only supposed to use the nano printer for things that are really important, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I fixed them the old-fashioned way. You made my socks? She's so sweet. You take the socks and see they're mended now. A little ugly, but at least the holes are gone. Let me know if you have anything else you need mended. We all have to do our part. She's so sweet. She is so sweet. We are gonna take a little break because ads are coming in soon. After that, I'm gonna do something with animals, I think. But also we need persuasion, so we'll see what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna leave you here with the music and some ads. Sadly, no, you're not gonna miss anything. Just take this time to get yourself a little break. Go to the bathroom, get yourself a snack, get a drink, make sure you're hydrated. And yeah, I hope you're still back when I get back in about 5 minutes. Yeah, have a good break. Thank you for sticking around. Welcome back from ads and from break. Let's dive back in, shall we? I said either animals, but mostly persuasion. Yeah, perception we're almost halfway, so that's really cool. Reasoning. Maybe reasoning is a good idea. I think that was this one, right? Yes. Biology. Oh, it was both of these. Oh, no, engineering is a good idea because it gives me more reasoning. Yes, please. It's been a while since you've taken a physics class. You wonder who they got to teach it after Professor Hell died. He was the teacher back on the ship. Who could possibly replace him? Congruence is waiting placidly for class to begin. Oh, Eleonora, hello, she says as you take your seat. It's been a while since you joined us. Sorry about that. It's been a while since you joined us to learn about the grand world of physics. Don't be surprised. I'm teaching this class now. In Professor Hell's absence. He's dead, he's not going to come back. Congruence takes her place at the front of the class. Today, we will learn about me and the ship's onboard intelligence. But what does that mean? Does anyone have any questions for me? How do you know so many things? What's your job? My brain is big, she explains. It's just enormous, really. Much bigger than this little monitor you see here. And it's connected to the ship's holonet. So anything you can look up on your holopalms, I just know. What is your job? Well, right now, part of me is showing animal videos to children in the crash. Part of me is here teaching you, but most of me is monitoring the engines which give us power, and the life support systems that make it comfortable in here. Just listen. I'm not gonna ask the other question. I'm 13, come on now. Congruence explains that she had to do all kinds of calculations to help fly the ship and land it, and that she was designed to provide a user-friendly interface to the ship's systems. But Hell modded me to be far more than that, she says proudly. Now I can even tell jokes. Why did the computer cross the roads? She asks. Congruence smiles widely. And a whole bunch of zeros and ones. Uh-huh. Sure. That will probably be letters. Or words. And no. Nope. One slot will turn cars mental. As in blue. Ooh. So, oh, that's too bad. 0, 3. Oh, 2, 3, 5. Oh, we win. Let's go. Because they're all blue. So would it matter if I... No, we're just getting 11 for the flush. But what if I did... Oh no, that makes no sense, because then it doesn't give me a flush of blue. Check. Cool. There we go. This song is so good. 2 reasoning, 2 engineering, 15 stress. 3 engineering, it looks like. Oh no, 2. And some friendship with 10. Nice. You wake to the sound of your parents arguing in hushed tones, clearly trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal about your birthday. You peek out through the privacy curtain on your bunk and listen in on their argument. Ew. You're being unreasonable, your mom says. Eleonora is a teenager now. You have to give her the opportunity to take calculated risks, or she'll start acting out. That's just what being a teenager is. She's not wrong. Going off into the wilderness isn't a calculated risk, your dad replies. It's too dangerous. It's weird to hear your parents arguing. They ever disagree, they sort it out quietly or go to mediation. This time they sound really upset. It's unsettling. Ooh. The danger is that I think I should. You don't need to. I love and hate at the same time that you don't know exactly what she's gonna say. The danger isn't that bad, it's probably what it is. I think I should be able to make decisions for myself, is this. You don't need to. They glance at you. Your mom holds up her hand to silence you and goes right back to talking. Geranium, she grates. You've said yourself that we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our daughter? Your dad flails his hands helplessly. Because, Flulu, she is our daughter. It's our responsibility to keep her safe. I get his point, I get her point. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling her. Your mom almost shouts, and your dad flinches in shock. Eleanor's survival depends on her understanding this planet we're living on. So you're not doing her or the colony any favors by pretending like that's not the case. I'm gonna stay quiet. We're not gonna scream or say that we can take care of ourselves. I'm gonna stay quiet. Anything you say would just make them more upset. And they're doing a good job of that all by themselves. But you're so angry with them right now. Why can't they act like proper parents? They kinda are. They argue for a little while longer before your dad raises his hands in defeat. Your mom's fierce expression softens. Hey, Eleonora. Sorry. It's your birthday today, and here we are arguing like a pair of assholes. Happy birthday. And they both give you a hug. We meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talking about how Utopia's opened up positions in expeditions for kids 13 and older, and well, that's you now. I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday, your dad relents. I just feel better knowing you were safe here inside the colony walls. He gives your mom a faint smile. We decided early on to let you choose your own path in life. So if you want to join expeditions, we're behind you. Just be safe. Aw, I get it, Dad. I get it. It's rough seeing your kid grow up into a teenager. Okay. Tangent. Hello. You found Tang leaning against the wall of the laboratory, looking out onto the hustle and bustle of the colony. Auntie Seaton tried to talk to me about puberty today, she says, rolling her eyes. It was a pleasure to tell her that I seemed to be suffering no ill effects from the malady. Tang. Oh my god. She crosses her arms and shrugs dismissively. Perhaps there is a limit to genetic recombination therapy, as I do not seem to be undergoing the effects common among those who are born to this array of hormones. I should advise Chief Engineer Instance. You know what? That actually kind of makes sense. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Tammy is rolling a snowman out of the fluffy blue spark snow. To a small degree of success, it lasts long enough for her to wrap a hand-knit scarf around it and place a few rocks over for eyes, before it slumps to the side in an unattractive lump. Not bother, Tammy just sighs and wipes her hands on her skirts. It was worth a try, I think. She's so sweet. Absolutely adore her. Martz does a little twirl, showing off her shimmering dress. We've already read this. You just keep talking about it, eh? Dad, hello? You find your dad comparing some plant samples. When he sees you, he puts down his test tubes and gives you a big hug. We have not seen this scene yet. I love this. That's pretty. Kiddo, he exclaims, then kneels down to look you in the eye. I've been thinking. I want to say I'm sorry your mom and I were arguing on your birthday. We disagree sometimes, just like every couple. But it's unfair that you had to see how the soy sauce got made. Maybe. I was really upset. It's okay. Yeah, we're gonna go with I was really upset. Your dad's face falls. I know. I'm sorry, Gooseberry. Here, I hear the depot's open now. Go get yourself a piece of candy or something on me. Your mom and I talked it out, he continues. We're both just really putting our everything into the farm right now, and it makes us kind of snappy. You don't have to worry about it, okay? He squeezes you in a hug. If you want to join Utopia's exploration team, just be careful. It's dangerous out there. We know. Cal. Hey, Callan. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Some people get the sniffles during pollen, Cal says. My mom says it's 'cause your nose thinks the pollen dust is itchy, so it turns on the floodworks to wash itself out. Fair. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that. Your mom is hard at work. Are you even surprised anymore? She cares about these fields more than she cares about anything else. I think she cares more about us. Look at that little robot thingy there. That's cute. Hey, Dice. Are you going to tell me I'm a nerd? Dice asks, barely looking up from his hollow palm. You can save it. I already know. I'm not sure what would interest him. I don't know. Nem is munching on a container of cut up pieces of dust melon. My mom is kind of bossy, but she sure makes a great lunch, she says, offering you a piece. Gotta keep your strength up. Fair enough. You know what? A bit of empathy would be good, I think. I think it was babysitting that gave us that, yes. Oh, and it also gives us money. Let's go. You're relaxing after hours when Auntie Sedent pops her head into the lounge. The kitchen, she announces in an artificially sweet voice, is looking for someone to help with part-time cooking duties. Someone young, someone responsible, someone organized. Someone, she stares pointedly at the teens in the room, who might have had too much free time on their hands. I don't have enough organizing for that. Sadly, we're gonna avoid eye contact. Sweating away over human food nanoprinters really isn't your thing, so you hang back. Besides, Demi's hands shut up almost immediately. She's making little squeaking noises to try to get Auntie Sedent's attention. She'll be perfect for it. Auntie Sedent sighs and rubs her hands on her apron. Well, if anyone changed their mind, I could use the help. Why aren't you... Sedent? Why not Tammy? That's not okay. Okay, we're babysitting. Car becomes a 2. Well, that's nice because we're gonna keep it as a 2. How about that? Oh. No, that worked. It's a win. Cool. Bye. Empathy. Nice. Some kudos and some stress. The stress is fine. And friendship with Tammy. Okay. Next month. I keep forgetting that we can do things here as well. This is toughness. Friendship with Kel. Kudos. He's digging some up in the garden, creating a neat little stack of vegetables in his wheelbarrow. Hey, Eleonora, he says. taking off his gloves to guard his hand through his hair. How's it hanging? You're cute. Absolutely adorable. Would you like a mushwood log? No, that's not something you like, actually. You love these. There we go. I want to figure out what you like. Does this interest you? Nope. I hate it because it... Oh no, it did give me something. How are my friendship going anyways? Yeah, that makes sense actually. What are we gonna do? Combat animals. Bravery, toughness. Maybe some defense training. Biology and reasoning. Engineering, reasoning. Mostly the extra reasoning is the reason to go into that. Humanities for creativity and persuasion. Let's do that one. Hey kids! The ship's onboard intelligence, Congruence, glides into the room on our ceiling track, and the class cheers. Congruence is so cool. She's like a person, but also a machine. She knows a lot of jokes and can tell you anything about space. She never gets bored or frustrated by your questions. You all know me, she says, but I bet some of you have questions about how I work. What do you want to know about? We already did this. Are we gonna do this again? Are we actually gonna ask this question? Yeah, let's do it. She laughs, which has never sounded quite the same as a real person's laugh to you. I guess you could say I eat electricity, but not in the same way you get energy from food. But no, I have never pooped. I think it sounds kind of neat, actually. Just listen. I don't know why. And she does the same thing. Cool. Car becomes mad. Oh, that's annoying. Nope. No. But this would not. There should be a way, I feel. Draw a card. +2 to a card. Yes. Wait. No, but I want to do it to the card. So then we're gonna do... Okay, wait. Bingo. That's it. Done. We're going into early pollen. Let's see. Tang is wearing a face mask and a full face shield. Greetings, human, she says, raising her hand like the holovits of little grey aliens. It's hard to tell if she's being ironic. Chief Engineer instanced nano-printed personal protective equipment for all the lab assistants, Tang says, gesturing to her full body smock. If we contaminate the samples with pollen, we'll lose a year of work. Okay, fair. That would not be nice. Where's Tammy? Oh, Tammy's here with Cal. Dad has something to say. Your dad was sniffling and sneezing pretty bad this morning. Oh right, he did have problems with the pollen. He collapsed around... Why is he so hazy? Because of that? He collapsed around this time last year, so you've been feeling anxious about his health. Especially now that the pollen is back. He's working hard in the fields, respirating hanging from his neck, as he grunts and shovels dirt into a wheelbarrow. He sees you coming and stands up straight, coughing a little as he stretches his back. Hey kiddo, what brings you out here? Working hard or hardly working? Because he has it, we can see it. Your dad laughs. Did you get that one from me? That one sounds like me. Just getting these pixie beans in the ground. He continues. We're all set to have a great harvest in time for Virtunalia. He leans on a shovel, tucking one foot behind the other and rocking back and forth. Truth is, I've been working like a dog. I'd love to get out of here for a while. Hey, what do you say you and I go for a little walk? He says, brightening. I know you don't get outside the walls much either. We could do a little nature walk. I study all the plants the foragers bring back, but I've never really seen them in the wild. You want to go outside? Sure, your dad says. People can want to try new things, right? Your mom doesn't see the draw, he continues, flipping his shovel up onto his shoulder and picking his way carefully out of the turnfields. She likes what she can control, you know. But there's a whole planet out there, and I want to go explore. Okay. Okay, let's do it. He stops and doubles over, suddenly wracked with a coughing fit that makes him unable to speak. He tries a few times to catch his breath, but each time he just starts coughing harder. The pink pollen in the air swirls and eddies around you both. Maybe you should stay indoors, Dad. Oh, your dad wheezes. You're just like Instance, that old stick in the mud. I remember when we were younger, she was always walking around with her nose in everyone's business. She always thinks she knows what's best for people. Despite his brave words, he has to hold on to you for balance as he catches his breath again. Okay, maybe now is not the best time, he gasps, finally putting his respirator back on. But you and me, we have a date with the outside world, kiddo. I'm taking a rain check. Sure, Dad. Ooh, he says, his eyes red-rimmed and streaming from irritation. I can't wait until Instance figures out the treatment for this shimmer thing. She says maybe next year, maybe the one after that. I'm gonna be first in line, you bet. Makes sense, Dad, makes sense. Okay. How's Cal doing? No, we've had that. 10 represents you. Oh no, we've seen that one too. That's also not new. Where's Dice? Wait, also not new. Where's Dice? Ooh, Dice is here. Everyone is so dramatic right now. Dice mutters, kicking a rock with his hands shoved in his pockets. Who cares who said what to who or whatever? It's so dumb. Fair. Ooh, we can actually do expeditions now. Explore nearby. That gives us bravery and perception. Or more perception. And animals, plus friendship with Dice. Oh, bravery or perception and animals? You're already quite high in perception though. I like some bravery. Yeah, let's do that one. Ooh, this is new. Utopia is working near the gates. This area has been deemed... Smurf, hello. How are you doing today? How was your work week? Or mostly just how was your week? Utopia is working near the gates. This area has been deemed safe enough for kids to go for a hike, so long as you're back before dark and never go out during glow. There ain't a lot to see out there, she says. A logging camp, a few fields, some nice lookouts. Keep your eyes peeled for useful things, like that there mushwood log. She points to a light. Sturdy piece of wood by the sturdy... She points to a light, sturdy piece of wood by the side of the road. Lumber carrier must have dropped it. It's fairly safe out there, but that don't mean totally safe, she cautions. Don't go too far. And if you see anything that scares you, run like heck and make a ton of noise. She helps tighten the straps of your backpack. Watch you hoping to see out there, sweets. Hoping to see out there, sweets. Just checking things out. Right on, Utopia says, patting you in the back. Spoken like a true explorer. Keep your eyes and ears open. You might learn something. Things grow pretty well out there, she continues. If you've picked a place clean, give it a year. Bet it'll look like you were never there at all. Okay, cool. Good to know. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Leave the path and sneak through a strand of musk trees to one of the little sawmills dotting the area. It is a small but busy operation. 3 people feeding musk tree logs into some kind of machine while a 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Offer to help. Lecture them about clear cutting. Leave in disgust. Oh man. Stay and watch what they're doing or offer help? Offer to help. Toughness. Loyalty. Collectible. The loggers are grateful for your help, even though teaching you how to log does slow down their whole process. When they're done babysitting you, they give you a piece of wood and tell you to take it back to the colony for them. Sure. Thank you. I guess. Oh. We can't. We should go home. Unless we can pick an item here. But we can't. Damn it. That kind of sucks. Yeah, go home. Yeah, this will end the month. I know. I know. Okay, at least we got some bravery and perception extra in. Done. And friendship with Dice. Mid-pollen, let's go. We need to rest. Sure, we could do that together with Dice. I don't want to be like everyone else, Dice says, scowling as he watches people move around the colony. I'm not like everyone else. I'm just different, I can tell. I dare you to eat this worm. Why not? Oh yeah? Dice counters? Well, I double dare you to eat a worm. become a carnivore. You can't just turn down a double dare. You're no meek little Popeye. Slimy, unsatisfying, very, very gross. Dice eats his like a noodle, slurping it up and wrinkling his nose as it wriggles in his mouth. Yuck, he says, swallowing it whole, then shows you his empty mouth. You should have known better than to dare a person who fears nothing. But at least we have more friendship with him. That was cute. Does anyone want to talk to us? Is there a collectible that we need to get here? I don't think there is. No, so we're gonna rest up on the walls. Relax on the walls. You've heard Security Chief Red is on the lookout for lookouts. That is, for kids to chill out on top of the walls all afternoon and count Xenios. Sounds way better than going to class. He gives you a once over, eyes narrowed. Alright, he says. Look over there at the end of the field. What does that sign say? Read it out loud. You can read the sign easily. It says, if you can read this, your eyesight is 20/20. Ha! What a weird sign. What does that mean? Red nods in approval. Good. You pass. Come back next month and I'll put you on the roster. Ooh, lookout duty in the garrison unlocked. Nice. Oh, this was literally what we were doing? Okay, cool. Do we want to forget something? No, actually we don't. This was semi-scare. No, these are fine. Yeah. Okay. You're getting older. It's that magical time in your life, full of discoveries and possibilities. When children become adults and their bodies change in weird, wonderful, and often embarrassing ways. Are we getting sex out here? Let's go! I love this. When you were younger, Congruence gave your class a frank presentation about preparing for the changes your bodies would experience in the next few years. Which part of the presentation was relevant to you? None of it. I'm like a doll down there. All of it, actually. Like, I think they're both relevant, but okay. Doing okay. Tough time at the moment you're holding up. I'm glad you're holding up, dear. It's rough indeed. I understand. How was my week so far? Pretty okay. I had a nasty headache yesterday, which meant I couldn't go to work. But after an extra morning of sleep and a shower, I felt like a human being again. And today is actually quite okay. Like, I want to say slow but productive, but actually I'm just productive. I'm just not doing as much as I used to do, which makes sense because I have less energy. But I'm doing the things and they're getting done at the moment, so yeah. I mean, I work at the school that I ended my last reintegration at. So, not the one that I left when I got sick this time around, and not the one that I had last year just before summer. It's a place that I was like, not last December, but the year before that. It's about 1.5 years ago now that I was there. It's a really nice place. I'm really happy that I can do my reintegration there again, because I know the people, I know the school, I know how they work, I know how their systems work, so that made things a lot easier for me. Yeah, it's good there. I think everything, like both of these, are relevant. Like, if this is what you experience, it's also good to know about this and the other way around. But for the sake of the game that we're playing, a female in this game, sure. We'll go with this one. You and your friends giggled your way through Congruence's presentation and left with a new appreciation for the wonders of the human body. Puberty had felt like something that would happen so far in the future that it didn't apply to you. You put it out of your mind, even as you noticed Cal's voice begin to drop, or Mart starting to dress differently. Until one morning you wake up and something feels different. Okay, thanks for explaining, and happy you got back to a workplace where you feel good again. Yeah, no worries. And yeah, me too. Me too. Like, yes, I feel good in that workplace, and we figured out now that I will quite possibly not go back to teaching. I'm not saying I'm gonna leave education completely, but it might end up going that way. I love teaching. I'm good at it. I love working with the kids, but everything that comes with it, and the time schedule that you're on, and the fact that you have to be alert and on for 5 to 6 hours straight with no breaks, with no rest in between, it's just something that my body can't do anymore. My brain and my body can't do that anymore. I'm still wondering if that is because of long COVID, which is not officially diagnosed in me, but we can be quite certain that it is, or that it is a form of neurodivergence, even though nothing came out of my diagnostics exam. So I don't know, but I do know that I can't do that anymore. Not for full days, at least. Not for full days. And working half days is not a possibility in elementary education. And I really, really don't want to do high school. So we're going to figure out what we're going to do. We're getting help with that. It is what it is. We'll figure something out. Career change. That's what we're probably gonna be looking at. Something feels different. You just know something's off as soon as you open your eyes. Things are squelchier than you expect them to be down there. I'm loving how they are doing this. This is so awesome. You just want to close your eyes again. You remember Congruence's sexual education classes, and you're really not ready for their real-world practical applications. If you just go back to sleep, it'll go away, right? You finally sigh and muster up the courage to look under your blankets. Yep. Your period started. Discreetly ask your mom for help or deal with it on your... No. Discreetly ask mom for help. You pull back your privacy curtain and gesture for your mom to come over. When she sees the problems, her eyes goes wide and she gives you a big hug. What? My little girl is growing up, she exclaims. And you feel your face grow hot with embarrassment. Your dad is right there. She puts her hands on your shoulders. I'm so happy for you, kiddo. I know you're probably grossed out, but getting your period is important. Sometimes we need a bit of a mess in our lives to remind us that we're real. Now that is a good way to look at it. That we're part of this world. It reminds us that we have the ability to make life and responsibility to take care of that life. Getting your period is a beautiful thing. In that way, you know what? I kind of agree with that. That's a good way to put it. You can't think of anything worse. Fair enough, you're 13. Thankfully, soon you can get a blocker to keep from having to go through this every month. Your mom hugs you again and keeps talking about how she's proud of you. It's super embarrassing, and you can't help but shove her away and retreat to your bunk to stew about it. Yeah. What is happening? You feel on the edge today. Like everything that happens feels so unfair and tragic. Like you want to punch stuff and then cry about it. Like you want to be left alone, but you also desperately want attention. Yup. It feels like a fount of new energy is starting to bubble up inside you. Dangerous, uncontrollable energy. Welcome to puberty, Eleonora. This is awesome. Oh, hormones. Teenage hormones are making you brave and rebellious. Rebellion increases tripled. I did not expect this to be a part of the game, and I'm loving it. That's so good. That is so good. Okay. Rebellion is tripled. Oh boy. Okay. How's the Exocolonist life going? Well, we just got our period. The first time. No, we're 13. We're 13, yep. Halfway 13 even. Kinda, almost. Martha set up her holo screen to reflect her face. Congratulations. According to her mom, yeah. I mostly love that they made puberty such a big thing in here. Like, this part, hormones, teenage hormones are making you brave and rebellious. Rebellion increases tripled. Like, it's so lifelike. It's really cool. It's really cool. Martha set up her holo screen to reflect her face, and she's swatching various eyeshadows on her forearm. Just because we're out here struggling to survive in a musty armpit of space doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves a little. She gestures to her eyeshadow palette. If I have the kudos to print luxury goods, why shouldn't I? Because vanity. Toughness. Friendship with Cal. I could use some friendship with Cal actually. But also, no. I want reasoning up. I really want reasoning up. Engineering, right? Yeah. You see a notice on the engineering holoweb. Chief Engineer Instance needs someone to help with after-school tutoring. Literally anyone who isn't a complete idiot will do, because she's desperate. Please apply. Let's hope Tempest or Pets are a thing in space. No, they have blockers. So, that's something they apparently can get on, and then you don't have to deal with it. But at least it started. Let's apply for the job, why not? You tell Dr. Instance you're interested in the job. She looks up from her hollow palm like she's just noticed you exist. Yes, you'll do, she says, nodding. The younger, slower kids have trouble keeping up with congruence sometimes. You see? Sounds good. Yeah, does sound good. You mostly just have to pat them on the back now and then and stop them from wandering off when they're supposed to be studying. No offense, but anyone with a pulse could do it. You wait for further instruction. Instance sighs, shooing you away dismissively. You know where the classrooms are. Just come when you're not doing whatever nonsense teenagers do here. Okay. Fine. This will have the highest volume. Yeah. Oh, wait. Maybe. That's a window. There we go. Extra engineering. Nice. Okay. Reasoning is getting close too. Okay. Next month. Who wants to talk? Are there items around? Yeah, there is an item around. Digging something up. Found something you might like. Maybe a yellow flower? Wait, I have a feeling that I know that someone else likes that flower. Ooh, tension's halfway. No. how it's older than we are. Anemones, yeah. Yes. Neat, Cal exclaims, taking your gift and peering at it inquisitively. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I love it. Thank you. Is that now also on his list then? No, it's actually like, that is his loved gift. Cool. Does this interest you? Whoa. This is uncharacteristically excited about the roots. They're so colorful. I've never seen these roots like this before. What kind of plants are those from? Ooh, we found his loved gift. Hell yeah. Nice. Nice. How about we do some walking around here? Bravery perception. Or extra perception, animals. I think animals is a good idea. How far are we there? Yes, let's do animals. Ooh, different place. When you boarded the expedition's autobus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few clicks north to the prosaic plains, a high flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change. And now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. You greet Chief Surveyor Utopia at the depot. This here is a blast cutter, she says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting and heating things. You can use it to make a fire, cauterize a wound, boil water, and it cuts some materials pretty alright. You can use it for self-defense too, but I don't suggest it. Plus 10 combat, plus 2 to strength intelligence. Damn. Are we gonna be in danger? She makes a so-so motion with her hand. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing, we're not supposed to be in danger. We're just gonna be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of all the flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything, unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know much about what's out there, which is why we need surveyors. Even young ones like you. The prosaic plains are a sparse region. Like, you can assume from the name, you can see things from a long way off. Utopia sees you squinting at the horizon. And what are you gonna do if you see something coming for you? Avoid it. Good kid, Utopia approves, patting you on the back. We don't need any trouble. Dice joins you. He must have come on an earlier autobus. Ah, good you're here, Utopia says, digging out another blast cutter for Dice. You two greenhorns are with me, for the foreseeable future. Now, we don't gonna sniff each other's butts all the time out there, but I do expect you all to be in yelling distance. Comms can get spotty out here. You and Dice share knowing glances. You've both been sneaking out to explore long before you were officially allowed to. Yup. Utopia also hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It'll automatically perform local scans of wherever you go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, it'll upload its findings to the HoloNet. Your job is to cover ground, see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. She slaps you on the back. Alright team, don't get yourself killed out there, okay? I love this. Absolutely love this. More wood. The crystals are cool. Really cool. Oh, okay. That's not a way to go? No. Okay, we have to follow the path, I guess. But we have some Yeah, we have quite some good stuff there. You stop to watch a herd of shaggy, purple-furred animals slowly meander down a slope. You've never seen them before. Study them? Yes. Of course we are going to. Animals, yes. Right, +5 animals, 1 to all flushes. Yeah. +1 to physical records. One slot card becomes value 2. This becomes a 2. Okay, we have three rounds to get to 47. Holy shite. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. Hey Peach, welcome in. 12 in the first round. Yeah, let's do it. That card will always become 2. Oh, that's annoying. Thank you for what, dear? So if we do this, then we have 10. And if we do this, it goes 19. No, of course. Of course, dear. Previous round score subtracted from goal. Okay, so 35 minus 19, 25, okay, 14. If we can get 19 out of this, we should be able to. 16 we need. -2 to neighboring cards. That sucks. Bingo. I'm not gonna use this one. I want that one gone. That only gave her perception. The creature's fur is like grass, so they must be a kind of photosynth. An animal that gets part of their energy from the sun. You've heard of creatures like this, though you've never seen any yourself. Your survey journal doesn't have any information on this particular species. You found a new species. Hell yeah. Maybe, that would be cool. You decide to name them just in case. You look at them through your holoculars at maximum zoom. You can kind of make out that they have super long jaws, like a huge underbite. You name the species the... Okay, let me see. First, like grass. It must be kind of photos. Okay. How about the... Underbiter? Sunbasker. Herding sunbiter. I like the sunbasker. Naming things is hard, so sunbasker will have to do. You lock your discovery. Done. Time passes, plus 15 stress. We're gonna go to the next area where we have a flower. Also, animal. Cool, we're gonna do that after a break. Peach, you're mostly here to lurk, not very chatty today. Been dealing with some rude peeps today. I'm sorry about that. No worries about the lurk, all good. Enjoy some good music while we go on a little break. Oh, I'm gonna be away from them because it sounds really, really nasty. Or really annoying at least. There will be ads, you're not gonna miss anything because I'm not gonna be here. Get yourself a drink, a stretch, yeah, a snack. Go to the bathroom, stuff like that. Take care of you, please. Please do. And I hope you're still here when I get back in about for 5-ish minutes. Have a good break. You're too yip. thank you for sticking around. Let's see. Let's go after this one. You're crossing a clearing when you hear a terrible cracking, pounding sound. A massive creature bursts through the trees. A boulder with arms, a bush growing out of its back, a bush bub. Utopia's mentioned these before. Part animal, part vegetable, and part mineral. These usually gentle giants camouflage themselves as part of the forest. Bravery challenge. We're not necessarily good at bravery. Sticking around, you say? Round? If you want to be square or triangular, be my guest. Thank you, Smurf. We're gonna do the bravery challenge. 1 slot card becomes value 2. That's gonna hurt. +1 to card change. Sweet. Okay. +2 to a card. Card becomes 2. Yes. +1 for each unplayed card. Oh, that's really annoying, actually. Just 8? Yeah, that's not gonna do. $16. I think that's the highest we're gonna get with this. Fine. Two, 4. You'll stick our humbus then? Sure. Do your thing. I have no clue, people. But that's all good. You will still do that thing, so I don't really care about that. That's already a win. What if we do this? It will be a super goal and we'll get extra. A rhombus is a shape. Okay. Sure. No clue what shape, but fine. The creature pounds past you, its powerful stone-like gorilla arms smashing the ground. Doesn't even seem to see you, and goes around you without even looking at you. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever motivated the bush pup to run so fast. At least that's something to be grateful about. Yup. It is. It's so pretty out here. Another one? I'm not sure I want to do another one of these. So we're gonna do the other one, this one here, over here. Let's continue with this one first. You've stopped to admire the light glinting of the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in the shallow water at the shore. The rocks are flashing golden yellow. This one, then that one, then a pause, then that one, then the first one again. You thought it was reflected sunlight at first, but no. The rocks themselves are glowing. Repeat the pattern. You can see in the ancestor stream or during a break or whatever you want. Oh, no, I'm actually curious right now. We'll check it out. Sorry, I have an itchy nose. A rhombus. Okay. So that is what... No, it's not actually diamond shaped, which is like the... But it's like the square on its point. Interesting. Cool. Good to know. Repeat the pattern. You play a memory game with them, touching the stones in the pattern they give you. You feel emotions coming from the rocks. Affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow you understand. They like the contact. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the lines between the two can be blurry in Vertumna. They can't move, but learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them. Like the way animals rub to leave their scent, these rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense that they're excited for your new scent. To what end? You don't know. Okay, let's... And yes, you had to look it up too. Yeah, fair enough. Great find though. Okay, let's do this one. Something big suddenly bursts out from the jungle and scampers across the path in front of you. It looks like a miniature landslide. Bush-covered stone being pulled forward by powerful arms. It's a bush bulb, and hot in its heels is a second, smaller one. These slow, thoughtful creatures are rarely so full of energy. They charge back and forth across the path as you wisely keep your distance from the powerful animals. But for all the crashing and stomping they're doing, they don't actually seem to be angry. You'd swear they're actually being playful. Fun plans for tomorrow, Sunday, besides streaming Sunday? Not necessarily. Not fun. Just things that need to be done. So I'm planning to do some cleaning in the house because it needs to happen. I did some of that today already, so that felt good. It is time to pick up my exercises with the Ring Fit again, with the Switch. So we're gonna try that. Relax. Maybe throw the pillows out in the garden and read for a while. I think that's a good idea for tomorrow. Sunday, just relaxing and cozy Stardew Sunday. And the evening might be movies at Easy's community again. We'll see. Oh, and tomorrow, of course, is Sumi's stream, so I also kind of want to hang out there for a bit. We'll see. Just really slow staying in domestic kind of shit. But all good. Oh, and I need to do grocery shopping. That's for tomorrow. Your friend came over yesterday to do a last clean before going on vacation today for 3 weeks. Very nice of her. That's really sweet. We're gonna get closer to watch. Yes. They seem to be playing a game of tag. When the chaser catches up to the runner, they reverse roles. They do it with such gusto that the surrounding underbrush is completely crushed in a wide circle. An almost perfect circle. Relaxing in the garden is never wrong, unless it's storming outside, of course. Fair. Yeah, that's true, Smurf. I just hope my neighbors are not gonna be, like, all DIYing and making extreme amounts of noise. Because that's been the case the past couple of weekends. So, not been really able to enjoy my backyard, my garden. Then all at once, the first one crouches down on the path and tucks its arms and head under the bushes on its back. You'd swear it was just a rock now. The second one circles the first several times, sniffing, then crouches in the same position. Now might be your chance to get past him. Carefully walk past him. You skirt around the edge of the path and leave the two camouflaged creatures to their... whatever they're doing. Okay, cool. Ooh. There's a piece of wood here. This morning you handed in 3 saving booklets that I have for... Oh, damn. Bank has been saying the payment is in in waiting all day. So weird. That is weird indeed. Dice! Hello, my dear. Hey, Eleonora. Dice greets you cautiously as you pass on the narrow path. Hey, do you want me to show you something? Dice almost never makes overtures of friendship. Whatever it is, it must be pretty cool. Yeah, she always finds the coolest stuff. You follow him for nearly half an hour. A couple times he stops to listen for something, then continues onward, tromping through the fields of broad-topped mush trees and swaying antler ferns. After a while, you start to wonder if he's just lost. You're about to say something about it when he holds his hand up for silence and directs you to crawl under a huge mushroom. On the other side, you have a view down to one of the perfectly round ponds. Taking up most of it is an enormous xeno, its legs deep underwater. It's a balneal, Dice tells you. They live in the swamp. You don't usually see them here. This one seems totally at home. It dips its long neck and even longer mouth into the pond, sucking up water from the bottom and spewing it out of a spout at the back of its head. The spray of beautiful turquoise water sparkles in the sun. Tiny, colorful, bird-like creatures dart around it, catching the tiny fish that come spraying out. We should kill it while it's distracted? What the hell is this? Sit and watch quietly. You enjoy the pretty scene together. Thank you for that lovely view, Dice. That was so sweet. Gosh, I love Dice. I mean, I like Cal, but Dice is something else. Oh, we can't. We can't. Too bad, we're gonna have to go back. No, we're not gonna kill it. Absolutely not. We're 13. Do you think we're gonna win that? That would be stupid. No. We're not far enough educated yet to go on that type of expeditions. Nope. Can't already anymore. This little gazebo is set up as a waiting area for the automated transporters which trundle back and forth between here and the colony. A sign reads, Autobus Depot, Prosaic Plains. Sparse vegetation makes this an ideal region for resource extraction. Blue snow is mildly acidic and make your road equipment with prolonged exposure. Please rinse Enviro suits upon return. I'm gonna go home. Are you sure this will end the month? Yes, go home. There we go. We're back. Yes, we're back. 4 perception. Cool. And friendship with Dice. It's for Terminalia. Time for speeches, games, and feasting. Let's go. You stare hungrily at the feast table. Sure, it's mostly soy rations, but it's still more food than you usually see at all at one time. This year, though, there's something new. Great big tureens of glowing beans. Weird. You're trying to sneak some food before the speeches start, but Chief Engineer Instance catches you and smacks your hand away. Your mom gets really mad at her, and it causes a huge yelling match. Your dad directs you away from the table as Instance blames your mom for the way things are right now. Whatever that means. Your dad passes you a soy sweet to keep your tummy busy during the speeches. He's the best. What is Instance's issue? Governor Udicott takes the stage and manages to calm everyone down. Welcome everyone to our 4th Terminalia celebration, she says, speaking through a maxiphoner. Her voice has been getting weaker lately and can't reach across the square the way it used to. I'm proud, as always, to stand before you as your governor and to celebrate another year of peace and prosperity on this beautiful planet. Udicott steps aside, wobbling a little as she walks, leaving Seek to complete the annual formalities. Your mom steps forward. This year's feast includes a new glow-in-the-dark food. Pixie beans are our first domesticated for Tumnum crop. The crowd applauds and your mom raises her hands. Credit goes to Geranium. He insisted we dedicated a third of our fields to them. So you'll also have him to thank for the light show in your toilets tonight. A smattering of laughter ripples through the crowd and your dad chuckles nervously. Your mom's smile fades. As you know, we lost our hydroponics and microbial soil during the wormhole accident, she says. These pixie beans will make up for losses we faced with our earth crops. Udigoth's weedy voice rattles through the maxophoner. Thank you, everyone. Let's get on with the games. The crowd packs away the chairs as the children gather in the square. Which competition do you participate in this year? Ooh, we don't have enough creativity to go into the talent show. Science fair, bot project. I mean, wait, did we? What perk do we have here? Upgrade pet cards for your relaxing in the park. Ooh, good to know. I think we're gonna dive into the science. There's a bigger chance we're gonna win this one though. Easier though, because we're so high up on toughness. No, we're gonna do science. Tangent's science fair project is monstrously complicated. She gives a 20-minute speech about cell division in a few different for Tumnum species that goes not just over your head, but the heads of everyone in the crowd. What is she even doing locked up in the lab all day? Instance is intrigued. She asks Tang a series of questions, soon honing in on something Tang overlooked. Tang is so upset with herself she can barely finish answering. Tammy is also competing this year. She charms the judges by showing off her beaded bracelets, each of which illustrate a DNA double helix. The judges compliment her scientific accuracy as she ties one on each of their wrists, then teaches everyone how to make them. Your turn. Reasoning challenge. Okay. Car becomes meant. Okay. We need to get... Holy cow. We need to get to 59? +2 to a card. No. Okay. How about we do the same here? Do we still need 40? We can try. That hurts. Oh, that becomes a blue one. Luckily we have a lot of these. Wait, wasn't this a different... Oh no, that makes sense actually. Oh, we're not gonna make this. Shite. Yeah, let's do it like this. 23. No. Okay. That would bring up 12. We only have 10 stress, so we can't do that. We can't change that anymore. We have 5 of these left, so we could up all of them if we want to. At least this one becomes a point. But I kind of feel like doing something else. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's better. Oh, that's annoying. That is really annoying. Because I wish we could like do this. But that's not gonna work out this way. No. That one. Even if we would... Interesting. 19. No. Wait. We made it. Cool. Cool. Might have used quite a bit for that, but that's okay. Done. Your project this year is on power generation, explaining the ways the colony will be able to generate power once the nuclear engines eventually need to be turned off. You've compared the efficiencies of burning mushwood pellets, spark snow, or the thin oil they found under the southern swamps. You'd love to outfit the colony with solar power, but those panels are full of precious metals you haven't found alternatives for on Vertumna. You conclude that wind and hydroelectric power are the easiest to maintain and the most sustainable, impressing everyone with your working model of a hydroelectric dam. Finally, it's time for the feast. The pixie beans are a hit. Your parents keep touting their many benefits. They grow well here, they're super nutritious, taste great, they're really versatile, and kids love their bright multicolored glow. Your rumbling stomach has made you grouchy. Your parents won't let you eat until they're finally stopped bragging about their dawn beans. You consider the options. Pixie bean soup, pixie bean salad, pixie bean chili, even pixie bean aquafaba dessert. Everything glows in the evening twilight. You suddenly shove your pixie bean everything around on your plate. You don't even want to eat them anymore. Stupid beans, stupid feast, stupid game, stupid everyone. Ugh. Every time someone turns to talk to you, especially about how great these beans are and how great your parents are for growing them, you just get more irritated. They're just beans. It's like they love these beans more than they love you. You're probably just hungry. And maybe just, I don't know, puberty. Eat your pixie beans. You want to rebel against these stupid beans, but the truth is, you're too hungry to resist. You count backwards from 10 to calm yourself down, so you don't blow up at your mom. Why is she smiling all the time? Ugh. You'll settle on glowering at her over your plate of glowing beans. She notices, but just purses her lips and turns away from you to talk to someone else. Rude. You shovel food into your mouth, trying not to look like you're enjoying it. It is as delicious as everyone said, and you start to feel more human the more you eat. Right, yeah, food. Food is great. Food is great. 2 cards with gems. Ooh, nice. You do feel better after you eat something. Everyone's in high spirits after dinner, breaking off into little groups to talk or make music together as the sky darkens for the shortest night of the year. You feel your mood improve by the minute as your friends pull you into a fun rhythmic clapping game. As your irritation fades, you wonder if this is what Congruence meant when she warned that your hormones would make you feel out of control sometimes. When you go back to your quarters to get ready for bed, your dad gives you a big hug, and it's exactly what you needed. Aww. Poor kiddo. Mid-dust. See if I can finish this here. Animals. Level 1, level 2 pets. Upgrade pet cards via relaxing in the park. Ooh, nice. Where do we do that? Is that over here? Can we do that here? Can we relax in the park? No. Dice. Dice is sulking, leaning against the outer wall of the colony with his arms crossed. Mars called me a maladapted degenerate today, he says. Then she told me she's just trying to help, like everything would be fine if I just acted like everyone else. He scowls. Everyone thinks we're so much better than the people we left back on Earth, but they're just as close-minded and stupid. Fair enough. Your dad is reading a book. An actual book. Dog-eared pages and everything. In the shade of the greenhouses. He blinks up at you when your shadow falls over the pages. Oh hey, little gooseberry, he laughs. Do you need something? Nah. Just checking in on you. Your mom mutters to herself as she pulls potatoes from the ground in clusters barely larger than your palm. Still, you hear her say before her head jerks up as she sees you standing there. I didn't see you there, Eleonora. What do you need? Nothing, Mom. Go on. Hey, Cal. Cal and Tammy are walking through the garden, shoulder to shoulder, and every so often Cal stops and points out something while Tammy smiles indulgently. They see you approach and stop walking, moving a little bit apart from each other. Cal waves at you. Hey, Eleonora, what's up? Oh, are you gonna end up with Tammy now? Maybe. We've seen this already. Tammy. Socks, we've already done that. Yeah, that's also something we've already talked about. Hi. Nem is sitting in the sports ball dugout, her feet propped up on the bench. Hey, Eleonora, what's up? Not much. Where can we relax in the park, though? Lookout duty. Ooh. 3 perception. 1 animals. Kudos. Perception is so high already. We need something else. Not perception right now. Where's the park, though? Is that part of this then? No. like to work in the kitchen. We can't. We don't have enough organizing. Babysitting. Empathy, creativity. But where is the park? Is that here then? No. Now that's interesting. And it's also not here. Strange. Let's do this then. Mars asks you to recruit some new members for the Secret Fun Times Club. Who do you approach about this fun, exciting opportunity to make friends and be your own boss? My dad, I guess. Cal, Nem, Cal. Cal listens patiently while you explain the rules of the club. He says, when you get to the part about the pledge you have to say to join. I don't know if I want to say, like, humans are the best, he continues. What if we changed it so it's more ambiguous? Like, humans are really cool? I mean, humans are great, but animals are good too. It'll take some politicking, but you think you can convince Marx. Oh, one more thing, Cal says. What about Anemone? She's really cool too. If I'm in the club, she should definitely be in the club too. It's hard to argue with that. Looks like you got a 2-for-1. Nem and Cal are both at the next meeting and very excited to be part of the group. Mars looks excited to have more people to boss around. Anemone can be vice president of kicking stuff, Mars announces. You know, for if we need extra security or, like, if we need to open the door and can't use our hands. Cal will be vice president of transportation, Mars continues. Cal pulls out his hoverboard and grins. That'll be useful if we need to go somewhere fast. Or, if only one of us does anyway. He can deliver secret messages too. Mars make them raise their hands. Do you promise to always be cool kids and do fun stuff together and never tell any adults about the Secret Fun Times Club? And Cal and Nem agree readily. Liv! I've missed you. I'm not sure if you've been streaming this week, but I've missed them if you have. It's good to have you here. How are you doing today? Card becomes 2 if you put it there. Okay, cool. Then we'll make it all 2s. And then we make it a 4. And then we win. Or we make it an 18 and we win. Does it matter? No. Aww. How are you doing, dear? How's your Friday? Your back has been acting up, so you're not doing it. I'm so sorry. Is it something you're like you've had before and you know what's going on and know what to do about it, or is this a new thing? Next month. Goodies are doubled. I still haven't found the whole park thing. Alright, we can tutor kids. Ooh, reasoning. And empathy. Plus kudos. You know what? Let's do this. You show up to class to find congruence teaching a classroom of younger children. Instance is nowhere to be found. In the absence of further direction, you settle in to help the students with their work. Sounds like a great idea. After half an hour, Instant pokes her head into the classroom. Oh, good, you're already here, she says. I trust you'll be able to handle yourself in all subjects and with students of all ages. Ask congruence if you need any help. She turns to leave, but stops and turns back to you. Thank you, Eleonora, she says quietly. Since Professor Hell died, well, congruence and myself are poor replacements for him. I'm grateful for your help. You think it's the same thing, this prolapse, and you sort of know what to do. You're so sad that sitting is the worst for your back, but it's okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. That really sucks. That really sucks. I hope it starts to feel better soon. I really do. How am I? I'm actually quite okay. I had a rough day yesterday with a really nasty headache, which made that I couldn't work in the morning. Slept through all the morning. Then took a shower and felt human again. So that was good. Today, I've been actually quite productive. And I'm starting to realize that I just realized that I can't do the things in the amounts that I used to do them before I got COVID. So I am now getting to, hey, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. Am I tired? Yes, I am. But I did the things. It's not that I can't do them or don't want to. Like, the part is there's still a bit of motivation thing, but that's also because I dread the energy drop after it. So I'm gonna have to be very smart about when to take on certain things and how to handle them. Not put too much on the same day, yada yada yada. But this is slight progress and I'm happy with that. So yeah. You too, you believe? What do you mean, Liv? You settle in to help the younger students learn how to use their holopalms to access the HoloNet, Congruence's massive database. Congruence is everything they could ever need: music, movies, games, novels and comics, a calculator, a timer, an encyclopedia, textbooks, the colony's social media, specialized tools for different jobs like architectural holograms. It's a massively powerful tool, and it's in their literal hands. They're mostly interested in the games. Makes sense. It's all about adjusting, right? Finding your balance and respecting your boundaries and limits of your body. Yeah. I've never officially had COVID, as in, I probably had it about 2 months before it actually became a thing in Europe. That's the only explanation for how sick I was then. With all the symptoms that came with that. That's what my doctors and I got to. Like, that's probably what I had. Because I never got officially diagnosed, I also have no way of getting any kind of check for long COVID, and thus any kind of help in that run, which sucks, because that means that I have to figure out everything myself. Then there was the question like, hey, is this maybe some neurodivergent stuff? Did the diagnosis for that? Nothing. Like, all that got out of there was burnout and something else that is just not something I see myself in, or at least not in that way. So it's tricky. And I had to come back from realizing, okay, I'm not gonna get a diagnosis on neurodivergence, so I'm not gonna get help in that way. Now I have to figure it out myself, and that's when I was like, but for that I need to rest first, because burnout, So we went from no diagnosis to, okay, there is burnout, we need to fix that first, and we're still in the we need to fix that first situation, and that has been going on for almost a year now, which is really annoying. And now we're gonna do probably a career change, because my body can't handle the way my current job is set up. And there's no way to change schedules in this job, because teaching elementary is just fixed schedules. Can't change that. So that it's a journey. It's a huge journey. And yes, in the end, it will all be okay, and we're gonna find it. But it is annoying. And it's a lot, and it takes a lot of energy while I already don't have that much. So I'm slowly figuring out what works, what doesn't work, stuff like that. So realizing today that it was a tiny sliver of hey light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. So there's that. Some understand it less than others. Why do we gotta read about stuff? Nougat whines, poking dejectedly at her hollow screen. The skin around her newly implanted holopalm looks a little red, like she keeps picking at it. I just want to go play. Lucky to have access to this tech. Here, let me show you something. That looks infected. Yeah, I want to go that way. Take a closer look at Nougat's holopalm implant. The edges where it meets the skin are peeling back, and it looks red and puffy. No wonder she's having a hard time concentrating. Looks like it really hurts. You take her to the med bay, put some antibiotic cream on it, and wrap her hand so she stops picking at it. She's excused from this lesson until her implant heals properly. So you spend some time with her afterwards, showing her how your holopalm works. The quieter environment of the med bay seems to help her concentrate, and soon she's zipping through Congruence's archives on her own. Looks like you're pretty good at this torturing business. A long journey, but you overcome everything in some time, step by step. Yeah, exactly, Smurf. Exactly. Like, I can see that this is a good thing, but at the same time, like, oh my god, I do not have the spoons for this, but I'll have to, because I'm not gonna have the spoons for anything if we keep going the way we're going. So something needs to change. Yay, we're apparently good at tutoring. Random card locked in one slot. That's annoying, but okay. Oh. Okay, you're actually a 1. So if we do this... Oh, that's worse. Oh, that does it, because these are 3 the same. Yes. Cool. Ooh, forearm reasoning. Extra kudos? Holy cow. Damn. Nice. That was very nice. Oh, we're in the wet season again. Can we talk? Eleonora, what do you think about this? March walks towards you haughtily, stops, poses with her hand on her hip, then turns and walks away. I call it my cool walk, Mort says, looking over her shoulder. I also have a bored walk and a flirty walk. It's important to switch it up once in a while. Sure. I really don't understand you. Oh, let's go. Your mom passes you a soy ration bar from her pocket. Here, Eleonora, eat up. You need your strength. Thanks, Mom. Hello, Stardust. Oh, that's a really lovely nickname. I love that. That's cute. Yeah, we've had that. Thank you, Cal. Dice here. Dice is here. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. I have no reason to. Tammy's waltzing around the courtyard, pretending her broom is her dance partner. She bumps into you and giggles. Oh, hello, Eleonora. I didn't see you there. She dusts you off and straightens your jacket. It's easier to do chores when you're having fun. Oh, I love dancing, don't you? Yes, Tammy, I do. Step by step, exactly. Yes. Science is the language of all things, even on a planet such as this, Tang says. As foreign as it seems, all living things act according to their biology. Tang tilts her head. And as biology is simply applied chemistry, which is simply applied physics, this means anything that is observable and many things that are not are governed by the rules of mathematics, which are as elegant and as constant as when the universe began. Yeah, sure. Sure, Tangent. Sure. Nem is sitting in the sports ball dugout, as usual. I say organizing. You're so tired, you think you're going off to bed? Sounds like a logic thing to do. Yep, go. Go sleep. Can we give a exclamation mark night at yep? Lovely little people. Your mom asked you to deliver a crate of sad-looking carrots to the kitchens, where Auntie Sedent will probably cook them into a thin soup or use them to sweeten rice porridge. Even though they're small and kind of gnarled, your stomach cramps up with hunger when you look at them. You haven't been eating as well since the colony started rationing. You're hungry all the time. Thank you, Yip. Good night. Tammy is working in the kitchens and accepts the delivery. Oh, neat, she exclaims. You can pretend carrots are something tasty, if you make believe. She sings a little crash tune. If you're rumbling your tumbly and you haven't had a treat, just think about the lovely things that you would like to eat. Cake and pie and chocolate, and even ice cream too. Anything can be delicious and nutritious too. She giggles. I love silly songs. Try singing it when you're feeling hungry. Steal some food when nobody's looking? No. Thanks, Tammy. I'll use that trick. Yes. It seems childish, but you hum variations of Tammy's crash song while you finish your deliveries. You chew a piece of bitter blab grass as you do it, imagining it's a delicious treat. It helps stave off the hunger for a while. Good. Okay, 5 kudos if total equals goals. Ooh. If total equals goal. That's not equal though. Oh, it's just neighboring yellow cards. Ah, that makes sense. No, we're gonna do this. We don't necessarily need... Ooh, we also have lots of kudos, actually. Maybe we should have a little check-in. What we can buy. Early wet, done. Mid-wet, in. Okay, we got some organizing skill extra. Perception is going so hard. It's really cool. I wanna go here. Because, yes, our animals, but if I take that one away, animals is still there. That's just +1 to challenges. I kind of feel like doing this. So that is a bit up. Oh no, wait. We're gonna do persuasion. Yeah. And a bonus to pairs. Cool. We don't have that much collected. Okay. Visit the supply depot. Let's get the cake in, shall we? Or is that... Wait, is that gear? As in that this goes in... No, it's a collectible. Yeah. Okay. Still don't really understand where the park is supposed to be. Let's make sure that this month we can rest up a bit. Rest here gives us friendship dice. Yeah, let's do that. It's a little miserable on the wall during wet season, but you manage to find a place where an overhanging building creates a bit of a shelter. You make a pretty nice hideaway in there, and because people aren't generally hanging out on the wall, you have even more privacy than usual. Cool. Do I want to get rid of one of these? Nope. Although, getting slowly rid of lower cards is a good idea. So maybe the stress cry can go. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's go. Got no stress or worries. 10% chance to get a bonus +1 when increasing skills. Okay, we're still not rebelling, so that's good. I think we're gonna go out. How about that? Oh, we have ads incoming. But I don't think we have enough to... Well, actually we do. Sorry for clicking out and getting music, but I'm snoozing the ads. Okay, we are gonna go on a little trip. Yes, we're gonna do this in our last month. Animals? Not necessarily. Bravery. Yeah, that's a good one. Do this one. Yes. When I explore nearby. Okay. Can we still do this? No, we can't go there anymore. Okay, let's go. You come across a float cow that seems to be ill. She's floating upside down, a meter off the ground, kicking her segmented legs into the air periodically, as though trying to right herself. Give me a second while I put on some light, because I saw I got quite dark here. That's a lot better. Her little eyes, her slitted eyes, look at you imploringly. She makes a helpless lowing noise and tries again to flip over, but the ratio of gas to liquid must be unbalanced. Figure out what's wrong with her, milk the float cow, pop the float cow. Pop it? Are you insane? What kind of human do you think I am? We're gonna figure out what's wrong with her. You take a closer look at the float cow. You've heard they float using a certain ratio of liquid to gas in their membranous bladders. So after some consideration, you figure out that the bladder on her back must be too full of liquid. So we'll float. We'll milk. It's hard to milk a float cow that's upside down. She struggles and kicks her legs at you as you try to flip her over long enough to get to the others. But thanks to a combination of might and empathy, you manage to calm her down. She's still sick. Milk's supposed to collect in her lower udder, not her gas bladder. But at least she's balanced now, and she has a chance to get well on her own. Let's go, we did that. Ooh, favorite gift for Cal. Ooh, another favorite gift for Cal? Okay, we're gonna do this one. Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. Nothing's growing here anymore. There isn't even enough for animals to graze on. Try to plant something. What are you doing, rooting around over here? Utopia comes striding out of the forest, a big grin on her face. Are you farming? You're in the wrong place. These fields haven't been worked in years. Everyone's moved inside the wall suites. She kicks a clod of grey pink dirt. Soil is just not good enough out here for growing earth crops. Besides, the animals get to it faster than we can chase them away. Try reporting geoponics if you'd like to help out. Man. Hey, new perk because we got some biology. Unlock xenobotany research in geoponics. Let's go. Let's get this egg. Is there another egg there? No. Dice. Yes. I'm gonna click out again to snooze them again. I hope that's gonna work. The second sun is beginning to set, and you're planning your route back to the gates when you spot Dice in the distance. He waves you over. Hi, Eleonora, he says gloomily. He sighs. I wish we didn't have to go home. I wish we could stay out here forever. I would be way too scared. What if, he begins, what if we didn't go home? Today, I mean. What if we stayed out and camped overnight? He gestures to the pack on his back. I brought a tent just in case. And a perimeter sensor. And I found a spot right near the depot that looks safe. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, that is a tricky idea. You know what? We're gonna do it just this once. Yeah, rebellion. Plus 10 from hormones tenants. Cool. Rabble. Dice sets up the tent while you place your perimeter posts around the edge of the clearing. If anything trips this invisible wall around your campsite, at least you'll know about it. Without even saying goodnight, Dice crawls into the tent, takes off his jacket and stuffs it behind his head, then curls up in a ball facing the wall. He falls asleep almost immediately. You crawl in beside him and pull a thermal blanket over yourself. You're exhausted from a long day of hiking in the jungle, so despite the excitement of being out in the wild at night, you quickly fall asleep as well. You both wake to a blaring alarm and bright lights filling the campsite. It's the perimeter alarm. Something must have triggered it. Dice sits bolt upright and looks at you wide eyes. Should you go out there to check? Or get the chorus to look outside? We have to. The classic, no, I stay outside today, rebellion. Okay. It's supposed to be an easy challenge. You need to get to 27 in 3 rounds. That's already 11. And that's already enough. What if we do this? Is that a super goal? Yes. Cool. Super goal in there, and we can do whatever we want here if we want to. Fine. Nice. Victorious. You both carefully open the door and peek out through a crack. Nothing. Whatever it was, the lights and noise must have scared it off. The sun is almost up and you're definitely not getting back to sleep after that. So the two of you eat soy rations and quietly watch the sun rise over the jungle together. 13, I think he's 12. So cute. Love the card. That's gorgeous. Very nice. When the surveyors open the gates and start prepping for the day, you pack up your gear and go home. You expect the worst, but nobody even noticed you were gone. You left the privacy curtain on your bed closed, and your parents must have come in late and left early, thinking you were asleep there the whole time. You're lucky, but also makes you feel a little sad. You were not missed. Oh, I understand that. Ooh, bravery, perception, more friendship with dice. Really, really cool stuff. It's been a long month of being cooped up indoors while it poured rain and everything got too muddy and gross to play outside. You and the other teens are in the lounge again, and everyone's getting a little antsy. Give me a second while I snooze for the last time. Sorry about that. Tangent and Cal are bickering about something, and Dice must be bored enough that he's letting Martz paint his fingernails. Tammy's trying to teach Nem a dance she learned from watching holovids, and Nem is failing miserably. The sounds of their music fills the room. You're starting to feel a little off too, but like, it's weird. Like you want to yell, but at the same time you want to take off all your clothes and streak through the colony square. Sorry, what? Hello? Hello? Nem dances a little too close to Mart's collection of nail polish, bumping into the table and sending them all, and herself, clattering to the floor. Hey, watch it, Dice snaps. Dance your stupid dance somewhere else. You watch it, Tammy snaps back. Nemi was just trying to figure something out. Don't be so rude. Right, Nemi? Nem sniffles from where she's sprawled out on the floor, clearly trying not to cry. See? Tammy exclaims. You're making her cry, you big meanie. Boo-hoo, Martz teases. What are you going to do? Dance about it? You're all so childish. Who even cares? Everyone just shut up, Cal yells from across the room. Oh, you fight all the time. You stay inside where it's nice and dry and don't appreciate how hard everyone else works. It's just whine, whine, whine. You're no better just because you work outside, Tang joins in. You're not special, Cal. If I wanted to, I could work outside. She opens her holopalm and flies her fingers over the screen. There, see. Next month, I'll be working in geoponics. How do you like that? Then you can nag me about my soft hands all you want. Utica pokes her head in from the command corridor. Children, keep it down. We can hear you all the way from the bridge. Everyone goes quiet for about a second and then explodes into arguing again. Utica throws her hands in the air and retreats down the hallway in defeat. Time to go wild. Fight. Everyone just shut up. Calm down, everybody. Ooh. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do this. Everyone ignores you and you keeps squabbling. Martz chases Kel, and everyone else chases her. And somehow you all end up in the classroom. Suddenly Tammy shouts, okay, everyone. Everyone. She claps her hands. 1, 2, 3. Look at me. Everyone, shut up. Everyone stops arguing and looks at Tammy in shock. I have an idea, she says. We should decorate the classroom. No one seems excited about this prospect until she adds, with toilet paper. Come on, it'll be pretty. Now everyone's on board. You can feel yourself getting excited too. This is so naughty. You might get in trouble, but who cares? You're having fun. You know what? Fuck it. Make it into a competition. You split the classroom in half and break up into 2 teams, and whoever completely covers their half first is the winner. Everyone agrees readily, even Kel, and he hates competitions. Your team is doing well until the other team sends tensions over to sabotage your progress. March complains and Tang runs around tearing down your garlands. But Nem on the other team insists that there was no rule against sabotage, so it's all totally fair. This makes March shriek in indignation and go flying at Nem, knocking her to the floor for a vicious hair-pulling battle. Oh god, this is escalating. All the noise attracts the attention of Chief Engineer Instance, who throws her hands up in dismay at the state of the room. The kids scatter before she can make anyone clean up. The next day, you all feel terrible. It feels like your arms and legs are made of lead, and it takes so much energy to do anything. You can barely make it out of bed. All the energy from yesterday has been drained out of you, and then some. It lasts for a week. Some of you can't even get out of bed. And when you do, your moods are all over the place. Aggressive, sulky, impulsive. Until your batteries run out and you sleep for over 12 hours straight. Ooh, they got infected with something. You're resting in the lounge with your friends, watching holovids and grazing on roasted pixie beans. When your dad and Chief Engineer Instance come storming through the door, you! Instance snaps, smacking the bowl of pixie beans out of Marce's hands. Stop eating those. This instant. Marce looks like she's about to smack some sense into Instance. But your dad steps in. I'm sorry, everyone. We were wrong about the pixie beans. They're not safe for you kids to be eating. Oh, come on. You've been feeding us poison? Marge shrieks. Oh, ew, 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 ew. Does my dad know you tried to kill me? Your dad spreads his hand. No, they're not. Don't worry, Marge. Calm down. They're not poison. There's just a chemical in them that hyperbonds to estrogen and testosterone, your big teenage growing hormones. And the brain likes binding to that new macromolecule a lot more than the regular kind. It's been making your moods unpredictable and causing periods of hypo and hypermania. And Marge just stares blankly at him. He laughs awkwardly. Translation, he says, it's been making you kids act silly and feel sick. I'm sorry. Instance frowns. If it's doing this to kids, it's not long until it builds up enough to affect the rest of us too. Until further notice, no one is to eat a single pixie bean. Your dad looks distraught. Flula was right, he says, collapsing in a nearby chair and rubbing his eyes. She didn't trust these things. But shit, she'll still go to be pissed that we don't have another successful food source. You look at him in shock. You hardly ever see him swear. Hear him swear, it should be. It must be worse than you think. Your dad sits there in silence for a long time. We lost the colony food and we... Ooh, hormones is done. Oh. Oh, the ads are gonna start anyways. I'm so sorry, guys. This went on longer than I thought it would. Yeah. Ooh. Crystal cluster, let's go. Anything else? Dice? Do you have anything? Oh, the Make-A-Wish thing again. That's kind of cool. Okay, you know what? I'll run the ads now for a second. For 3 minutes. And then we finish this. Okay? Sorry about that. We'll have music now. Ads will be... Ads are in progress. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a bit. I'll be right back. Okay, if I'm correct, you're back from ads. Please let me know if that's the case. Please let me know if that's the case. Meantime, I'll check this. 34, 47. That's good. Oh no, he's the same age as we are. Yeah, you guys should be back. Okay. What are you gonna do for the rest of it? Physical, mental exhaustion. We're 45. Some of that. I don't really care about combat. Maybe some more engineering. We got this one. Yeah, let's do engineering. Oh, we want reasoning, right? So then maybe this one is better. We could also use some engineering, actually. Okay, let's do that. I'd rather have empathy, actually. Yeah, tutor. You should have known better, Tangent. You hear as you walk past the laboratory. Curious to listen at the door. Chief Engineer Instant sighs. I know you meant well, but your presumption has cost us 3 months of work. You can't simply look at an experiment and change the parameters to your liking. Getting results is not the same as doing good science. Your findings, however scientifically interesting, are useless to us without sound methodological underpinnings. Tang's response is more subdued than you've ever heard her before. I'm sorry, Chief Engineer, she mumbles, looking down at the floor. I recognize the error of my ways. I should hope so, Mrs. replies, pinching the bridge of her nose in her fingers. I'll expect you in the lab first thing tomorrow morning, and I will personally supervise your work in resetting the experiment. You flatten against the wall as instant breezes past you, barely giving you a second look as she strides down the hallway. You poke your head inside the laboratory, where Tang scowls and wipes her eyes. What do you want? It'll be better the second time around. Tang nods. You're right. The first experiment was plagued by inefficiencies, she says, pushing herself off the lab bench. That's why I changed it in the first place. In the new experiment, I can eliminate those inefficiencies from the start. Thank you, Eleonora. You may have saved me 3 months of work. Losing the data was my fault, Tang continues. I wanted to prove I'm not the little kid from biology class. That I'm ready to work hard and really make great discoveries. Dr. Instance has always been there for me, when I was a kid, and now, with my mother gone, she's the only adult in this colony who sees what I could become, she says. She believes that I can be better than what I am. It's always been that way. I just really want to impress her. Don't push yourself too hard. There's no such thing, Tangent replies. The human body has limits, and I intend to find them. And what lies beyond. Okay. That's up to you then. 18. 1, 2, 5. Oh, that's annoying. Sorry. +2 to card. Got a new perk. Blue cars get +1 amount of challenges. Let's go. Another year, another glow. And everyone's pretty sure there's going to be an attack this year, so the colony is on high alert. You're collecting glow flies in the geoponics garden with Ko and Nem when the sirens begin to wail. You all stop what you're doing and look at each other nervously. Your parents run off to help defend the farms, telling you to get inside the greenhouses and stay quiet. Nem declares she's going to the walls to watch the soldiers fight. She knows a good spot. Help defend the gates. No. Get inside and stay quiet. You and Cal do as you're told while Anemone heads for the walls. You manage to push a trunk of gardening supplies across the door. They're automatic doors, so it won't stop them from opening, but at least it'll buy you a few more seconds to run away if something tries to come through. Cal looks up at the glass ceiling and walls. If they come through the door, he mutters. He shows you a good hiding spot, and together you curl up and try not to make any noise. I just hope nobody gets hurt, he mutters, hiding his face in his knees. After a while, the all clear rings through the colony. You and Kel come out from your hiding place and creep back outside. In the distance, you can see 2 of the largest fields have been torn up. Cal shoots you a worried look, and you go back to collecting glow flies in silence. You watch your mom and dad survey the damage with grim, tight body language. Your parents are arguing quietly at your little table. I'm telling you it wasn't a fluke, your mom says. They're not just wild animals. They have a plan. The fields, the lights. Okay, your dad replies, taking her hand across the tabletop. We have to tell people what we saw in geoponics. They look up, noticing you in the doorway, and your dad's worried expression quickly changes to a smile. Hey, Rutabaga. So what happened to the fields, Mom and Dad? Your mom starts up. Don't worry about that, she snaps. Get to bed, it's late. We have a lot of work to do tomorrow to clean up. Yeah, we're still young. I understand. I understand that you're not telling anything yet. Ooh, I like that picture. Look at that. With the tongue sticking out. Ooh, did we have a little costume change? I feel we did. Okay, we went up in... Holy cow, our perception is high. Oh my goodness. Reasoning went up with 14. That's also really good. Is that dice's attention? Ooh, everyone is having a change. All of a sudden. Ooh. I am really curious now what everyone looks like. New perk. Blue cards get +1 in mental challenges. Cool. But this is for next time. Even the fact that everyone looks different is going to be for next time. Which is going to be next week? Yeah, it's going to be next week. Yeah. Yeah, because I told myself that I was going to raid out around 10:30, so we're going to do that. Yeah, let's go here. Hello. Where are we gonna go? I really have no clue. Oh, that's annoying that I can't keep the music on. I'm gonna get you other music for that then. I'm gonna have to see if I can fix that. Let me see where we're gonna raid out to. I have a raid message. It's this one. There you go. Please copy and paste that into the stream of the person we're gonna raid. I'm not sure yet who we're gonna raid though. What the hell is this? This is not the music I want. Oh, it so does not fit the vibe. Where am I gonna bring you guys? I think we're gonna raid Callan, actually. Yeah, that might sound like a good idea. Just for your idea, Callan is streaming Resident Evil 4. If that is not your cup of tea, I fully understand that if you leave afterwards, but I'd love it if you stay for a raid. Because that would just be nice. I'm gonna do this and then mute the tab so that we are gonna be at the right place. We're not hearing anything yet. There we go. Okay. Callan is a VTuber, but his VTubers are so cool. They have different outfits. You can redeem different outfits or something. It's really, really fun. And he has a voice. Oh my goodness. Come with me and hear the voice. That's what we're gonna do. We are gonna raid Callan Leaf Shade. And if you are being left behind, please go to the link that I'm gonna throw in the chat in a second. Yeah, we're going to the right person. This is the link that you can go to once we are gone and you are being left behind. Yeah, please come with us. I see that 2 possible people might be being left behind. If you're on mobile, that is 9 out of 10 times the case. So be aware of that, please. I will be back on Sunday. Sunday is our cozy Stardew Sunday, starting 2 p.m. CST. We will have a lovely playthrough, part of our Stardew Valley expanded playthrough. I'm gonna wish you a lovely weekend. I think that's it. A lovely weekend. Take care of yourself. May the best of your today be the worst of your tomorrow. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Have a great time. Bye, lovelies.